M tells my partner's family I'm a psychopath. TLDR is at the bottom. I'm not sure if this fits the entitled parent, but she's a parent, so I'm gonna write it here. I'm on my mobile phone, so I will try my best to structure this properly. A little background: my mother adopted me when I was a baby. Since then she's been molding me into the care for her elderly years. Guilt tripping, saying she adopted me so I owe her my lifetime, etc. I am an only child, so, naturally, this obligation fell on me. However, she comes with debts. About $50K of dollars in debt. I have to take care of her, of my grandmother, of my uncle, and of my adopted father, plus her debt. Therefore, in her mind, she cannot afford to have me running loose, away from her. A little more background: I met my partner long way back. We were dating for 2 years, then I got pregnant. He's a very responsible man, so he would take care of the situation. We did not talk about marriage. We didn't want to get married, but seeing as it's the only way to give our child the best set of security and future, we married and I moved to his country. Yes, I was gonna leave my mother, and all the responsibilities she pushed on me, behind. The story: I was already 5 months pregnant when I had to travel across the continent to the other side of it. My partner and I bought my plane tickets, but my adopted mother wanted to come with. My partner didn't mind because he didn't know her so well and maybe she should meet his family too. I complied as long as everyone is comfortable. My mother traveled with me on the plane. I was 5 months pregnant, had bleeding issue, and yet, she told me to carry all the things. Great. I originally sat at the aisle seat in the plane. My partner planned this out so I would have easiest access to the bathroom. My mother got cranky about it, asking us to switch, and so I said fine because I didn't want to get any more upset. Once arrived, she didn't do shit. I had to get the luggages myself. The doctor advised me against doing heavy lifting. My mum just sped up her way to hug and kiss my partner's cheek, who was waiting at the exit. But these are all irrelevant to the story. I just had to write these out because I am still annoyed with her for the stupid crap. The true story: 3 days in of staying with my partner's mother, this was around Christmas time, my mother would put ketchup and mustard on everything my mother-in-law made. My partner and I, including his siblings, thought this was super rude, but my mother didn't think so. She thought the food was bad. I, however, thought the food was amazing. These would cost us easily $89 if we got them at the store, but oh no, my mum just had to ruin them with ketchup and mustard. Asterisk side note: my mother usually doesn't do this. Putting condiments on food had never happened before, and the ketchup/mustard would end up on the 95% of the food. The kicker of it all: P, partner, Mil, mother-in-law, me, M, my mother. P, hey, I just want to let you know that your mum had been saying some weird shit. Me, okay. P, yeah. I don't know how she's comfortable saying all these things to my family. Me, well, what has she been saying? P, in a nutshell, she told my mother that you're an unstable emotionally, you're an apathetic psychopath who's feared by everyone in your household, and that you've been abusive towards her. Me. That was when I was waking up. So once I took a thoughtful shower, got dressed, I went to ask my mother-in-law about it. Me, is it true that my mother had been saying some weird stuff to you? Mil, yeah, The things she said, I know they aren't true at all. I knew you since you started dating my kid. You're nothing but a nice and kind girl. Me, start sobbing. Thank you for not believing her. Mil, I would never ever believe her, capital replacement 0. I know you. Don't you worry. She's not a real mother at all. So, after confirming this with my brother-in-law as well, I went asking my mother about it. Me, I heard you've been saying weird things. M, I have absolutely no clue what you're on about. Me, don't lie. They all told the same story. Stop ruining my life already. M, I'm not. I just wanna see if they can love you like I do. Me, very bullshit. I know you ruined my other's relationships as well. M, looks at me with shock in her eyes. I swear her face went pale. She didn't think I would know. The truth was I asked my ex's friend about why he just left. He explained that my mom was saying all these things and they scared him away. But in this relationship, I was pregnant. I moved to his country for the baby's sake of a great future. Were she to be living with just me and my mother's 50k debt? I doubt she'd seriously have a good life. And my mother was willing to ruin the baby's chances at life just because she was petty about not getting a foreigner of a husband herself, and that she had to find a way to get rid of her debt that I did not contribute at all. Me, stop going around telling people that I'm crazy. They obviously know me better than you do. Stop bragging about your earnings just to afford me, and stop ruining my meal's food with ketchup and mustard. That's rude and very low. But the food is bad. Am I supposed to be putting up with that? Me, no, but you can leave. I know it'd make my pregnancy easier if you'd just leave. Then she just screamed at me. I went down to my partner instead. She came at me and we fought. My partner sat there holding my hand. Once everything was done, I did not talk to her or let her be anywhere near my pregnant belly at all. She even had the audacity to tell my mother-in-law that my partner and I were fighting, on a verge of breaking up, and that she mediated it all. There are many more shit my mother had done. But this one truly pissed me off because she was willing to ruin a child's future just because. That's truly sick and disgusting. After she left, she kept sending my partner messages, telling him how handsome he is, how kind he is for taking care of my psychotic ass, and she reminded him how crazy I am, using outfight as an example. TLDR, my adopted mother told my family-in-law that I was a psycho so she could keep me to pay off her debt. Edit, wow. Thanks for the support everyone. Few things I have to mention here I suppose is that 1, this happened 2 years ago, 2, my daughter is now living her best life without my mother's influence on her, 3, we cut her off because she made it very clear that my small family means fuck all to her, 4, my relationship has gotten a lot better without her around, 5, I mentioned I didn't want to get married because I didn't see a point in it, but when we had a child coming, this was the best tactic so we could all be a family, smiley face. I just think if I had a wedding, my mother would ruin it, so. I hope you and your partner leave her behind. She's probably very scared knowing that her support blanket, you, is leaving her ass behind to fall in the spike pit she's making. Tell your partner to block her number and leave her to wallow in her own misery. I hope you have a wonderful life with your baby and partner. Thank you. I did. We both blocked her from our lives as she already crossed so many lines and ignored the boundaries I was setting. She made it very clear of several occasions that my small family don't matter because she considers herself the only family of mine. Disown her. Delete her number, everything. Cut off all contact with her. This bitch is the crazy one. My guilt conscience is denying me of that right, sad face. No, trust me, I know how hard it is to cut someone off completely from your life. The best way to deal with that is to just do it. Have one, and only one way to reassess that contact, and if you feel you can't live without them being unblocked, then you unblock them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like my friend and I kept arguing with each other, so I just cut ties with him for like a year and now we are on good terms. I see that could be fucked up for someone else, but it worked for me. What a POS. Or, BEP, excuse of a, BEP, mother, also, looks like she might be trying to hit on your special other? Maybe. Possibly. Not quite sure. She flirted with my partner, my mother-in-law's boyfriend, and my brother-in-law. Thank goodness, my sister-in-law's boyfriend was not there. Who knew what she'd do? Her way of seeing it is that she has the responsibility to make sure my relationship goes smoothly. Why? No fucking clue. She would meddle in everything that I did to make sure things sailed smoothly. Including my relationship. She'd send him messages like how everyone at her office wanted him, how he is so handsome, how kind and a nice person he is, etc. I think she was just jealous because she often told me to get an old foreign man instead of a young one.